Good morning, everyone. I am Vishnu Yaktab, and in front of all of you, I am presenting the Mint newspaper headline. So, first of all, on page number 5, in that the airport jam, how it happens and what's next. Next, use fact as assets. Next, on page number 6, in that how India INC balance sheets fared in 2022. Then on page number 8, in that industrial policy eyes forex pill for finance. Next, cartels may get to settle cases without admitting offense. Next, Paytm board OK's share buyback at rupees 10 apiece. Next, Bankman Fried is accused of fraud by US after arrest. Next, GST Council to raise monetary limit to prosecute tax evasion. Next, Byju's lender seeks quicker part-time of $1.2 billion loan. Next, he built a global fashion brand before he passed to college finals. Next, China action aimed at increasing influence, denying space to India. Next, Bearing Blackstone look to refinance $700 billion buyouts. Next, from rupees 10,000 to over $16 billion, Infosys has much to celebrate. Next, banks on a hiring spare has focus shift to deposit growth. Next, on page number in that he built a global fashion brand before he passed college finals. Then on page number 9, in that General Atlantic sells 3.5% stake in IIFL Wealth Management for rupees 564 crore. Next, India will be first to hold satellite spectrum auction. Try chairman. Next, CBI file charge sheet against former BARC CEO Sunil Lula. Next, OPEC sticks to 2022-2023 oil demand growth forecast. Next, be on high alert against drug smuggling, FM to custom officers. Next, government says 400 died cleaning sewer and septic tanks since 2017. Next, road work goes on slow land has top companies stay clear. Next, sovereign green bond issue likely in March quarter. Next, government drops PPP plan for railway station. Next, banks worth of rupees 10 trillion NPS in 5 years. Next, China's border action aimed to increase influence, deny space to India. Then on page number 10, in that fourth partner energy taps fund for $500 billion. Next, over 80 IPOs likely in 5 years ready, sir. Next, air mobility startups Bombly B rises $37 billion. Next, Twitter subscription service to reduce advertisement by 50%. Next, we with 3 asset management invest rupees 60 crore in GMR's new Goa airport. Next, we work India to use video analytics to identify demands. Next, Xphone Exponentia Capital leads $18 billion round in fintech startup ZP. Next, Avendus bullish on agri-tech. Next, Kotak investment rises rupees 6,000 crore for infra fund. Next, hybrid work accelerates demand for smart security devices. Then on page number 11, in that global debt market lost at least $75 billion of business in 2022. Next, UK manufacturers are sitting on European 24 billion pile of unfinished goods. Next, Dalmia plants need concentrate sharp shape. Next, has hiring frenzy cools, margins of IT firms will get a breather. Then next, Sensex snaps losing streak up 403 points. Next, US inflation subsidiaries for second straight month in November. Next, rate sensitive stocks fuel Wall Street jump. Next, the rupee most appealing thread for traders is fast vanishing. Next, on page number 12, in that Bearing Blackstone look to refinance $700 million buyouts. Next, banks on a hiring spree with rising focus on deposit growth. Next, cartels may get to settle cases. Next, we work India revenue to rise 70% to rupees 1300 crore this year. CEO. Next, GST Council to rise monetary threshold. Next, industrial policy proposal eyes forex filed for finance. Next, Paytm board okay share buyback. Then on page number 13 in that he built a global fashion brand before he passed college finals. Next, Parekh and the art of turning around Infosys. Next, Infosys powered by values and driven by excellence. Next, from the rupees 10,000 to over $16 billion now, Infosys has much to celebrate. Next, holiday travel around Christmas, NYE weekend to top 2019 levels. Next, Birla likely to sell insurance brokerage unit. Then on page number 14 in that still may gain little as China eases COVID curbs. Next, livestock industry 6 restrictions on corn export to dampen feed prices. Next, HDFC merger to shake up India's debt market. Then on page number 15 in that EU Parliament demotes lawmaker tied to Qatar corruption probe. Next, UK rail strikes begin wave of festive season walkout. Next, SpaceX tender offer is set to value company at $140 billion. Next, Goldman to cut more jobs as consumer unit scaled back. Next, Microsoft Salesforce join startups with products to start to track immersion. Next, Jin from BTS being military service marking end of an era. Next, China quotes South Korea as US chips campaign gain steam. Next, COVID rips China trading desk. Banks prepare backup plan. Next, air travel is up as COVID norms ease. Next, EU seeks to break deadlock over capping gas prices. Next, Japan to boost limit on tax-free investment. Next, on page number 16 in that most small SUV flunk updated insurance industry crash test. Next, BSC adds 10 million investors in 148 days. Next, 1500 complaints of cybercrime daily. Next, McDonald's and Bakshi to settle issue. Next, IL and FS resolved debt of rupees 56,943 crore. Next, arrive early, carry just one hand badge, airlines tell passenger. Next, FCRA license of 1811 NGOs cancel. Next, digital transaction net rupees 60.46 crore in tax. Next, Vedanta inks pact with Japanese firms. Next, government run power firms to buy Lanco. Next, India export 4.61 MT of urea in April November. Then on page number 17 in that back in class Viva the bank. Next on page number 18 in that how to Mumbaikars budget for higher house rents. Next, how much a house cost in Pune. Next, consolidation of assets classes such as immovable property and not possible with AIF. Then on page number 21 in that a source crunch need not hurt our soft power. Next, India's youth bulge could have peaked and might be shrinking. Next generation education will have to be about AI adaptation. Then on page number 21 in that our experiment with 10 e-rupee with will yield demand side learning. Next, we need digital watermark to catch AI passing off as human. Next, an EU green cover policy that looks like a trade shield. Then on page number 22 in that the Underdogs World Cup. That much for today. Thanks for watching. Make a good day.